Hello, hello, gorgeous souls. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. Friday night on Earth at home. So let's see if any one of you is on Facebook or on Instagram. If you want to connect for a little bit of magic, let's see. Organically Fit has joined. Welcome. Gonna wait a few minutes. So let's create some sacred space. Today I'm using Palo Santo. I feel it's raining where I am. Hello, Alessandra. Welcome. I feel a little bit, even though the moon is very uplifting tonight, I just feel a little bit of cheer me up. So let's put some Palo Santo together. Let's see if you can smell this gorgeous, gorgeous sensual aroma. So let's take a moment, close your eyes to create sacred space. It's Fridays, maybe you had a long week, you're gonna let it all go. Maybe you're tired, maybe frustrated, so you're gonna let it all go. And take a moment for yourself to set an intention to create magic together where we all uplift, inspire each other, make each other laugh, love each other. Whether it's now live or on the replay. Take a deep breath in. So let's see who is up for some magic. What are you doing? Where are you based? If I don't know your name, please type your name. And let me know what's been going on for you during this past week. What have you done? What have been the theme maybe of the week? Let's keep burning, really uplifting these vibrations. And today I'm here to share with you that I've got a new blog talking about earthing. And I know lots of you following me here really love Mother Nature. And I've got a cards that say, may you feel the energetic vibration of nature pulse confidently through you. Alessandra, you're getting stuck. I'm hearing you. Tell me what's going on. Well, we bring a little bit of nature. So if you have a chance, go and check out my blog. It's all about earthing. So who knows what earthing is? Earthing, some people call it grounding, but it's slightly different. So earthing is when you take your shoes off and you really put your sole of the feet in contact with Mother Earth or with the sea, and you allow for your energy to merge with the energy of the ground. And there is some scientific explanation. There is a guy in the States that made a lot of tests, the way, we got charges were like batteries, our bodies got some charges, and the way we're charged and the way nature is charged, when I say nature, Mother Earth, the sea, we're able to transfer all of our imbalances into the ground, and we're able to replenish ourselves. So you could, just test it out for yourself. Take your shoes off. It's really good to take your shoes off. And even sit or stand, with your sole of the feet on the ground, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Let go of everything around you and start to feel what's going on. You're going to start to feel maybe a little tingle. Maybe you start to feel that your body relaxes slightly. And then you start to feel a lot of energy coming up. So I know if I talk about it, you may think, oh, this is weird, but really give it a go. Allow for enough time at the beginning to really feel it into your body. So you need to tune in into your body. You need to tune in what's going on at the subtle level. It's very, very subtle, right? And at the same time, you can take advantage to empty your mind, let go of the stress. We all know nature is a wonderful, 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 I would say, instead of an antidepressant, just spend a little bit of time in nature and see what happens. Carrie, welcome onto this feed. We're here today to talk a little bit about how to create magic, how to uplift each other, how to discuss maybe what's been going on during the week. And today I've got some cards about abundance. They're my new deck of cards. I thought let's talk about abundance, because spending time in nature is also something that can generate abundance. It's something that brings us back to our roots, right? Bring us back to what's important, and abundance, it's part of it. And I've got as an assistant tonight my beautiful, beautiful pirate sphere. So just by looking at it, I'm gonna show it to Facebook as well. So why am I sharing all of this, the cards, the crystals? Because sometimes you need a little bit of inspiration, right? If you're never worked with crystals or with cards or with setting intention, I think sometimes just having somebody showing you just something different may be an inspiration. And again, you don't have to own this piece, just by looking at it and tuning into it, you can call some of its qualities. And pirate, it's very good for abundance. So again, what does abundance means to you? It's subjective for each and every one of us. So I would call it abundance. It could be money, it could be health, it could be wealth into other form, whatever it is for you. But sometimes it's just nice to have something physical to hold on. They've got, a lot of qualities, subtle qualities. So even though some people say, oh, crystal don't do anything, I strongly, strongly believe. I've been working with crystal now for a while, and the effect, it's really quite clear. So who else wants to share what's been going on for them? Alessandra was saying she's getting stuck, but she hasn't told me with what. I also want to know how much time you spend in nature. I'm going to share this card again, all about nature. That say, may you feel the energetic vibration of nature pulse confidently through you. So who is experiencing the joy of nature? Who is experiencing that if you don't go into nature, maybe you feel a little bit, I feel claustrophobic myself, but who wants to share? And then I have another wonderful card before I pull the one from the abundance. May your soul be nourished with the love and light of each new moon. So beautiful, beautiful card. I've just picked them up before. So before I draw a card, type into the chat box what's happening with you. If there's something specifically you're working on, we're going to take a card for abundance and see what does the card say. What does the card say on a Friday night? For those of you who are watching now or watching the replay, maybe tomorrow. Let's see. I'm going to close my eyes to tune in so that I'm going to see what the cards want to tell us. Does anybody want to type in? Ciao, Elisa. Welcome. We're talking about abundance today. We're working with this beautiful crystal. Before I draw a card. So think about a question. Think about what is abundance for you? And where maybe do you feel a little bit stuck in terms of abundance? And let's see what the cards say. And in the meantime, if people want to share, Facebook, if you come live, give us a sign. Friday night. Oh, as I said, Facebook, if you come live, somebody showed up. But please type in your name. Tonight we're talking about earthing. So I've mentioned how it's important to spend time in nature, how to get rid of your shoes and really put the sole of your feet either on the ground, you go to a park, you feel the grass under your feet, or in the sand, or in the beach, if you walk just by the sea, just to allow that. I said there's scientific explanation. You're going to have to look it up on my blog, but the way we're charged, it's like the minus and the plus. Our bodies, with the energy of the earth, we get rebalanced. And if we're tired, we get energized. If we're stressed, you can release that stress into the ground. And if you don't have time to go into nature, there are some tricks that you could do. If you Google earthing products, they sell some mats. They look like the mouse mat, but you just put them under your feet, or you could have some bed sheet. I remember Deepak Chopra, I went to one of his talk and he said he always traveled with his mat, just as a little curiosity. I don't have a mat, I have a bed sheet, and I love, 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 I just go into the sheet and then I feel so refreshed the next morning. So give it a go. Don't underestimate the power of nature. That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's see. If you have a question on your mind about abundance, spend gladly. Keep money flowing towards you. Your supply of money will dry up if you hoard what you have and are reluctant to part with it. Whenever you spend money, do so with a glad heart and the knowledge that more money will flow to you takes its place. Oh my God, I'm so glad this card showed up, because this is really, you can type in what you think. Spend gladly. I don't know if you can see it here on Facebook. The light is not so good. But so type in how do you feel about abundance, and how do you feel when I say spend? How does it feel for you? Does it feel like, no, I don't want to spend. No, I don't want to invest. No, I don't have enough. Do you feel the first thought is, I cannot afford it. I don't have enough. So I'll read the card again. Keep money flowing towards you. Your supply of money will dry up if you hoard what you have and are reluctant to part with it. Whenever you spend money, do so with a glad heart and the knowledge that more money will flow to you to take its place. And as I said, this is something I really experienced for myself, and it's something that has become a bit of a philosophy in my life, in the sense that I strongly believe that in order to evolve and move forward, you need the help of other people. And when you want the help of other people, it's only fair to reward them with money. So, some people will say, oh, tell me how you're growing your Instagram account, or tell me how you're always so happy. Tell me how you're doing this. Tell me how you're doing that. How do I do it? I invest a whole lot of money on myself. I go to training courses, I go on a workshop, I read tons. I don't know how much money I spend on books, but I'm always keeping, moving up. And in order to do that, I have to spend money, because training courses are not free. I have a healer, I have a coach, I have, a personal trainer, and they're not free. And I'm glad they're not free, because there's an exchange of energy. But the more I give to them, the more is coming back to me through other forms. So, as well, maybe I sign up to a coaching program of a healer, and then someone else is going to buy one of my packages, so and the way to do it is to, when you buy something from somebody, whether see it as you're investing in yourself, you're really, even if it's a dress, I'm talking for the girls here, jeans for boys. When you buy that thing that makes you feel good, don't just buy it and then go home and say, oh, shouldn't have spent it, it makes me feel bad. Guess what? Then you're going to be in that vibration of scarcity all the time, and you're not going to attract more money. You're not going to be expansive. You're not going to be, you know what I mean, right? So instead, whatever it is that you think you need right now, so whether you think it's a healing session, whether you think it's a session at the gym, whether you think it's a nutritionist, whether you think it's a dress, just do it. Do it and trust you can manifest the money for yourself. And how do you do that? Yes, Alessandra, I'm doing the good by guilt. No, don't undo the good by guilt. How do you do it? You do it by sharing. So just imagine and say to yourself, the more money I make, the more I can spend it. And the more I'm spending, the more I'm helping other people, and the more other people expand. So it's really, we're living in a world of expansion. We're living, in a world where it's not, if I've got something, you don't have it. And there have been some studies. So for instance, they've done some studies where they say, they've asked people, let's say, would you rather have, I think it was, I don't know, let's say, would you rather have 100 pounds and your neighbor 110, or would you rather take 90 and your neighbor's nothing? And the majority of people said, I'd rather have 90 pounds, but my neighbor nothing. Instead of seeing that by saying, okay, my neighbors get 120, but I get 100. Yes? So, and sometimes, we've got this, maybe it's envy, maybe it's jealousy, and we say, no, I'm going to keep the money for myself and I'm not going to share it. Well, I'm saying that's really a mentality of scarcity, and it's not by doing that you're going to bring more abundance to you. And of course, you need to be savvy with money, so it doesn't mean just throw everything you have, but just don't be, don't say as well. So many times people have told me, oh yeah, I want to do that, but I don't want to invest. And I don't want to invest, it's not going to get you anywhere. Alicia, welcome. So I'm going to read this card one more time because I think it's really, really, really important. And probably some of you here needed to hear that. So spend gladly. We're talking about abundance. And we started with earthing and Mother Earth. And, Mother Earth is also a great giver of abundance. She keeps on giving, 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 and ask nothing in return. And I'm thinking maybe what we could do is, if we see some cigarette or dirt on the floor, just pick it up and put it in the bin. Yeah. So spend gladly. For those of you who just joined, keep money flowing towards you. Your supply of money will dry up if you hoard what you have and are reluctant to part with it. Whenever you spend money, do so with a glad heart and the knowledge that more money will flow to you to take its place. It's like when people have to pay taxes, and they say, I've got such a huge tax bill. Fantastic! Because the bigger your tax bill, what does it mean? You're making a lot of money, right? When I started, I didn't even have a tax bill because I was in a loss. So be grateful. So even if it's something that you don't feel the benefit of, just see it as an exchange, a fair exchange. And we all know the more you give, the more you receive. And this is about money, but I feel it's the same with, I'm going to hoard my pirate ball here so that it's inspiring me to talk to you. But it's the same with, I call it, act of kindness. The more you start to give away, random act of kindness, watch what happen. Watch what happen is you're going to receive it from everybody else. So whatever that is for you, just pick up a stranger a day and do something for that person. It could be as open the door in a store, give a smile, maybe buy the big issue. Maybe you see somebody that is begging. Now, with somebody that's begging, I tend to buy a sandwich or something. I don't feel always 100% comfortable giving money. But, just start to see act of kindness. And if you want to challenge yourself, you could say, okay, this week I want to do 7 acts of kindness, and then start to clock in and see what happens the other way around. Yes. So let me see if there is any comment. What is telling me? I think I've missed. Okay, so someone was saying, don't undo the good by feeling guilty when we're buying. Very true. So Alicia, teach this principle to your own mother. Tell me, Alicia. Tell me. That sounds very, very, very powerful. My husband used to say false economy. So every time, people start to say, spend a lot of time in researching, maybe you need to fly somewhere, and you spend a lot of time in the internet, you spend a lot of time looking which trains, which airport, it's just at the end, yes, at the end of the day, what is the economy that you've made? What is the, what have you feel you got a better deal, maybe because you saved 10 pounds here and 20 pounds there, and maybe something happens along the way and you got to spend more. So for me, what I like to really do is to buy from people I trust. I like to buy from people I have a conversation with. And that way, even if it's a little bit more expensive, somebody here on the feed, I just know what I'm talking about. Even if it's a little bit more expensive, I'm saying I'd rather give my money to you because I like you, because I trust you, then go around in circle and search and look and maybe spend maybe even £50 less, but somebody I don't have a connection with, somebody that maybe is careless about the earth, somebody that maybe, you know, doesn't resonate with my value. Yes. So on that point, I want to say, if somebody's watching, if you like chocolate, go and check No Coco UK, because it's a pleasure to buy from this lady. On that point, Alessandra, if you're still watching, do you do any cacao for ceremonial cacao, ceremonial grade cacao, or cocoa? I don't know. I think you pronounce it cacao. Do you do that, Alessandra? That's another thing that I will incorporate in my retreat in Tuscany. I think we might spend one evening, and it may be maybe the first night that we're gonna have a cocoa ceremony or cacao ceremony. Do you do that? Fantastic. So before I go to Tuscany, I'm gonna stock up. So is anybody here coming to Tuscany with me? So I'm gonna mention it here. If you haven't seen the post yet, I have an early bird offer that is expiring on the 15th. So what is the retreat about? The retreat, first of all, is in a beautiful place in Tuscany. So if you've never been to Italy, I really recommend checking out Tuscany, the drink of the gods. Yes, and guess what? We're all gonna be gods and goddesses in this retreat. I promise you. So if you haven't checked out Tuscany, this is an opportunity. Now, this is not a touristic retreat. It's not, I've never seen Tuscany, I'm going to go there. You're going to come to Tuscany because you feel you're ready to step out of your comfort zone. You're ready to let go. And when I say let go, that means really imagine you're throwing everything that is from your routine out of your life, because it's an opportunity to go through deep transformation. We're going to be together 5 days. For people who've been in my workshop for 2 hours, you know, they're very strong, they're very powerful. You can check my testimonials on YouTube or on the website. But there's one thing I'm sure of. You may love, you may hate my workshop, the way I work, but it's truly transformational. So I am very gentle in my one-to-one healing session. I'm very gentle. But my workshops and my retreat, I know how to push you. I know how to put you out of your comfort zone. And why do I do that? Because I always say, stepping out of your comfort zone, this is where you create the magic. You cannot be creating the magic doing the same thing you've been doing for the last year, the last month, even the last week. That's not going to happen, right? And so it's not for everybody. It's for people that want to travel light, that want to forget about their social media, their phone. You know, we're going to go back to cameras, taking picture with a real camera, leave the mobile phone on the side, spending a lot of time really being with each other. So again, it might be uncomfortable to be in silence, might be uncomfortable with being with people you ever met before. It might be uncomfortable not knowing what's happening, because with me you never know what's happening. You got an idea, but I may not stick to that, right? So yes, Alessandra, this is where progress happens. Thank you, Alicia. Wonderful and powerful, Alicia is saying, a session with me. So this is a retreat. It's not for everybody. In fact, I'm not advertising it to everybody. You know, you need to have a conversation with me. It's by invitation only. But if you're ready, if you sense that you want to let go of something, you sense you're ready for your next step, you sense you're ready to create that magic, you believe you can create that magic. And in a sense, if you don't believe that much, doesn't matter, because I'm there for you, right? All I want you is to feel inside of you something that says, not quite right here. There's something that could be better in my life. And I'm there to support you. I'm there to say you can do it. And I'm there to give you the tools to reach it for yourself. So it's not something that you come at the retreat and you come back home and everything starts again. No. You're going to have the tools. You're going to have done a lot of work, a lot of release. Healing works by layers. So, you know, you're going to go through the layer that you're comfortable with and your soul wants to accept. But trust is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful opportunity. I don't know how many of those retreats I'm going to be making. Somebody said, oh, I cannot come. Are you going to make another one? I don't know. You know, everything for me is divine inspiration, divine guidance, timing. So I could say yes, and then it never happened again. I could have not once a month, but maybe twice a year. I don't know. The thing is, if you feel a little bit cold, or maybe if you feel you landed on this page by chance, I'm saying go and check out my retreat in Tuscany. So anybody wants to type anything else before I grab another card? And it's 2121. How beautiful these numbers. When I look at the clock, there's always something magical happening. What else? Who else wants to type in? So Alessandra, I'm going to get some of that cocoa, and on the opening night, we're going to have a cacao ceremony. So, you know, there's going to be some chocolate involved, which is always good. The food is going to be totally organic. It's going to come from the land. We're going to be sitting among the olive groves. If you want to sleep in a tent, or if you want to sleep in a sleeping bag, you're more than welcome to do so. Because I was thinking the other day, I always want to go and sleep under the stars. I think it's romantic. It reminds me of when I was 15. I used to go on these school trips and we used to sleep under the stars. And here in London, I have this beautiful park, which is Hampstead East, but really, who am I going to go and sleep under the stars with, right? So I wouldn't feel 100% comfortable. Plus, it gets cold in London. But in Tuscany, hello, Adriana. In Tuscany is a wonderful opportunity to just be with nature. And as I say, there's going to be, of course, a room provided, but if you want to sleep under the stars, be my guest. I'm probably going to be there as well. See, everybody on Facebook is saying they haven't slept under the stars for a long time, but it's nice to do that, right? And especially the sky in Tuscany, it's amazing. You really see that vault on top of you, the sky is dark, and you see all those beautiful stars. And I think around, in Italy, on the 15th of August, we celebrate San Lorenzo, which is, we call it the night of the shooting stars. So it's a night where everybody, especially if you're by the sea, you sleep on the beach or you sleep in the park, you look at the shooting stars, you make wishes, you play music, and that goes on at least a week, 10 days. Yes, it's we call it shooting star season. So if we're there at the end of August, there's gonna be some amazing, amazing shooting stars. Adriana, do you spend time under the stars? Do you like that? And hopefully, I haven't checked the moon there yet, but I've got somebody who's joined. Sasant, please tell me your name. So we're talking today about abundance. We're talking about spending time in nature, and through spending time in nature, I think it's also a good way to reconnect with abundance. It's a good way to, you know, let our body, our physical body, rebalance, re-energize. Linda, hello, Linda. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you here. Welcome. Are you ready for some magic, Linda? Magic, abundance, wealth. Adriana says she always watches the stars. Yes. So I was saying, you know, earthing, take your shoes off. Hello, Joanna. Take your shoes off. Spend some time in nature, whether it's, if you're in London, it's Hampstead East or anywhere, you know, just make sure you feel the grass, you feel the sand, if you're by the beach, and let your physical body readjust. There's a combination of negative ion, positive ions, don't know how you pronounce it, but it's all happening in our physical body. And of course, it's happening at our emotional body because nature is able to uplift us. If you don't have time to go into nature, there are some wonderful mats, and I'm not affiliated to them, so I'm just mentioning because I'm using them. So you can get those, if you type earthing products, you can get either a mat or a bed sheet. There are some wrists. that you wear on your some wristbands, and they rebalance your body. And there's been some research, some testimonials. You sleep better if you suffer from arthritis, any kind of things. It's really magic. And as I say, for me, I got a bed sheet and I love it. I know I already like sleeping, right? I don't sleep much, but for me, sleeping is sacred. So I've got a good excuse to go in bed. And I know my sheet is rebalancing me. And it's, in the morning, I'm energized. If I've got some joint pain, sometimes this happens. I'm lifting weights and, that all goes. And then we're talking about the stars. We're talking about abundance. We're talking about sleeping under the stars. And I'm saying, how magical. Look, I'm excited I am to be talking about spending that time to be in nature. So I need to plug my computer. And we haven't done that I haven't done that in a long time. Most of it, I think it's cold here in London. I don't feel safe. But in Tuscany, if you come to my retreat, so I'm going to move you slightly here. Just give me a second. If you come to my retreat in Tuscany, that's going to be an opportunity. As I said, of course, I provide bedrooms, but you may want to consider sleeping under the stars. I know that's something I'm going to do one day. So let's see, abundance. Is anybody stuck on something? Is anybody feeling maybe you're missing, you're stuck, you'd like more money coming your way, maybe a beautiful car? And as I said, it's okay to share. It's okay to, the card before said you need to spend and share. I talked a lot about it, so I'm not going to go into that again. You can watch the replay if you missed it. But it's also okay to say, universe, give me some money. Universe, I want a beautiful car. Universe, I want to dress nicely. For me, I say, universe, give me the goddess's shoes, because you may have seen some of my posts. I love shoes. And why not? It makes me feel uplifted. It makes me feel empowered. And the more uplifted I am, everybody else around me is happier, right? So don't feel guilty again. Linda, if you're still watching, how do you feel about what I'm talking? I really like you to, in order to create magic, we all interact together here. Let's see. So let's see one card that is coming. Abundance. Abundance. Definitely we're in the right track here. Repeat this affirmation lovingly and calmly as often as you wish. Are you ready, girls? And I don't know if there is any boy. Actually, can you all close your eyes and see if we can call a boy or two or three on this feed? I like to do that. Let's see. Is there any man around that would feel uplifted by talking about abundance? And if you are, don't be shy. Just show up. Let's see. So, abundance. So, are you ready for the affirmation? I have everything that I desire. My life overflows with abundance, and I'm open to receiving the gift of the universe now. Truly believe what you're saying. So let's do it together. I'm going to hold my pirate here so that you can really take some of its energy. That energy reaches you for abundance. And if you're in a place where you're comfortable, you're on your own, you're going to close your eyes. I'm not, because I'm reading. And you're going to repeat after me out loud. I have everything that I desire. I have everything that I desire. My life overflows with abundance. My life overflows with abundance. And I am open to receiving the gift of the universe now. Fiona, we're doing some affirmation. If you're alone, close your eyes. We're doing affirmation for abundance. Everybody else, keep your eyes closed. We're going to go one more time. Take a deep breath in. I have everything that I desire. My life overflows with abundance, and I'm open to receiving the gifts of the universe now. And so it is. Take a deep breath in. And let's see if anybody wants to type how it feels. So this is the abundance card. I feel so much lighter. I feel magic. It's happening already. Gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna bring back the Palo Santo. Really sacring this moment, making it sacred. I've invented a new word, sacring. There you go. It's gonna be on the calendar, and not on the calendar, on the dictionary. Sacring the space. Who felt the magic? I definitely did. Who felt the magic? Alicia did. Tell me what's happening in the couple of days, Alicia. Who else felt that abundance reaching you? Feeling you have everything you desire. And also you're open to receive what's there for you. Anybody else? Such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful timing, I think. Anybody else wants to type? You feel joy, Adriana. Yes, I feel joy. I feel joy. And I feel my heart really expanding. So I'm talking about heart expanding. This is a London call. You know, I'm working with the season. So for those of you that are in London, you may have done my workshop around autumn. That was about release. You may have done my workshop in winter. That was being in the body, sensuality, getting inside. We've done spring. That was about decluttering. And now guess what? I'm so excited. We're doing summer workshop. And summer workshop is love. It's that expansion of the heart. And the summer workshop, I strongly recommend and invite you if you're in London. It's about connecting to the cosmic heart. I believe, I sense, I feel there's a big cosmic heart out there, you know, where everything, it's pure love, pure creation, and it's totally connected to us. So this workshop, again, it's very transformational, where we tune into that cosmic workshop. We bring some of that energy down, we send it into Mother Earth, then we re-send it out transformed, and that energy is helping us to create better relationship, to attract our loved ones. If you're single, you know, it's going to help you attract a soulmate. If you're in a relationship, there's always room for improvement in a relationship. I haven't heard one couple telling me, oh, I'm so in love. There's always, is it the right soulmate? I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I'm not sure, I like this but. You know, there's always a but somewhere. And I'm saying these workshops, ideally, if you're in a couple, you want to come together. And it doesn't matter, generally the woman likes to do spiritual work and the guy's never done that. It doesn't matter. You know, just bring them along. I had some very financial people coming, men, and they loved it. They loved it because, first of all, it's very relaxing. It lets you forget about everything else that's been going on in your life. And of course, when we talk about love, then, you know, you're there with your loved one and you're able to be more loving, and then God knows what happened when they go home, right? So if you're in London, that's on the 28th of June, is at the Light Center, and it's all about that expansion of the heart. So again, we're talking about abundance here, but specifically for relationship, and as well for what I call manifesting from the heart. So rather than leaving your mind saying, I need this, I need that, blah, 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 it's your heart guiding you. And I said before, it's okay to say, I want a nice dress, a nice car, but you want it to come not because society tells you, not because your neighbor has done so, it's because you feel it makes you feel good, right? You feel it comes from the heart, so it's not a calculated decision in a way. I hope everything makes sense. I'm going to draw one last card because it's late, 9:30, oh my God, on a Friday night. What am I doing up? So let's see. Anything else that's on your mind? Just, we're going to ask the card. Talking about abundance, what does the card want you to know? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Adriana, keep typing to me. Let's just share. Let's just share what's going on. Are we ready? Think. A man is what he thinks about all day long. So what do you think this card is related to abundance? A man is what he thinks about all day long. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Why do you think this card is related to abundance? And let's see if anybody wants to come forward and say, I think this card is for me. You may not be here yet. You may be on the replay. But why do you think? Because we had a beautiful card about I can attract all I want. What a beautiful card says, spend gladly. You know, don't keep it for yourself. Expand. And now this card that says, think. A man is what he thinks about all day long. Anybody, before I give you my interpretation? Let's see. Is anybody brave? Because you may feel, oh, right? So, nobody's typing. Nobody's typing. Maybe you're still puzzled thinking, why has this card got to do with abundance? Because for me, I say it's good to manifest from the heart, right? It's good to, it's a progress. Adriana is saying, you will get what you want. So Alicia is saying you will get what you want if you're thinking about it, right? Alicia, is that what you mean? And Adriana, are you saying it's a progress if you think about? A shift in perspective. Okay, so a shift in perspective for me, it's miracle, right? And Alicia is saying you will get what you want, what you think about. Yes. So conversely, it's also, so I say manifest from the heart. For me, it's what you really want to be doing, right? This is the ideal situation. So there's something inside of you, your heart is expanded, you really feel it, and you're able to bring it into perspective, into reality. This is it. But if you look around in your reality, what's happening sometimes is if our mind is thinking about something, it can get us stuck. And this is why I didn't know this card was coming, but I said, when you're manifesting, for me, it's not about using your mind so much, because your mind is going to say, this is beneficial, it's going to analyze things, it's going to say, you know, maybe such and such did that, so I want that as well. Wasn't I talking about that just a minute ago? Yes? So then by doing that, your reality is going to manifest that way. But I think for me, it's going to show up. So your thoughts are going to show up. But for me, I think you really want to acknowledge those thoughts. Obviously, you want to, you know, be thinking positively on what you want to attract. And that's what you were saying, Alicia, you know, what you think about, you will get. So you will get what you want if it's positive. But our mind sometimes is tricking us. Our mind wants to keep us safe. Our ego wants to keep us in a safe place, not so much in expansions, because our minds wants to know, this is what I know, this is my routine, this is what I'm comfortable with, and this is what I'm going round in circle. And this is why most of, you know, I see a lot of people, like I say, you want to expand, you want more, but unless you do it with a healer, a coach, a business coach, or, you know, you're gonna stay in that circle. Why? Because your mind, it's keeping you. So if you are a very good manifestor in terms you tune in into your heart, you do the work, you have your practice, then of course your thoughts are going to be uplifting, and of course you're going to attract that in your life. But look around you. The majority of people are moaning and complaining, and they're not so happy with what they're attracting. And this is what this card, I think, is kind of saying, watch out, because when you're talking about abundance, in a way, I sense the mind is limited and our heart is not. And this is why I'm saying connect to the cosmic heart, because the cosmic heart, there's no limit. It's an expansion where if I get, you get. It's not where if I'm getting, someone else is not getting. Does it make sense? This is how it feels for me. But of course, all of yours, shift in perception, in perspective. If you're thinking positive thoughts, you're going to attract that. Yes, but you have to really believe it. And believe it, to me, also has got to do with our faith. So it's more than our mind believing. It's about our faith. It's about surrendering to the cosmic heart, in a sense. Beautiful souls, gorgeous souls. I hope this was helpful for you. Please, please, please keep posting in the comments. Head for my blog. There's so much more about earthing. And as I said, don't underestimate it. Michael is the man that we were waiting for. So, Michael, I need to explain. We were only girls tuned in, and I've called for a man, and you never let me down, Michael. So girls, let's send a lot of love to Michael, who never lets me down. A man showed up. Good. I'm sorry, Michael. It's almost the end, but today, just to recap, I was saying, don't underestimate the power of nature. There's so much you can do with nature. There's so much that can go on your physical body. We all feel sometimes a little bit of, we're feeling tired, maybe some joint pains, maybe something it's not quite right. So just by spending 10, 15 minutes in nature, feet on the ground or feet in the sand, feet in the water, you're going to rebalance your body. And if you cannot do that, remember there are some tools. You can get some mats, you can get some wristbands, there are all sorts of things. So don't underestimate it. It's so much easier than going to the doctor, than popping down a pill. Then we talked about abundance, and we said, you can get abundant when you truly embody that quality, you truly embody that feeling. In order to attract more, you got to spend gladly. So I said, don't go and spend all your money, but all keep it up to yourself, and know that when you spend, do it with gratitude. I know sometimes you're paying the bills and you feel paying a bill, but try and shift that and say thank you, I'm paying the bills because I know the money is coming somewhere else. And obviously, if you're paying the bill, there's been a service, right? Whether it's electricity, whether it's water, whether it's someone else coming and teach you something, giving you something, it's really uplifting. And when you are paying bills, for me, a trick, or you're buying something, is to buy from people you resonate with. It's to buy from people that are going to make a difference, whatever it is for you. Whether they're conscious about the earth, they're conscious about recycling, they're conscious about, I don't know, they love flowers like you, they saying they invest in other people. So this is, for me, it's very, very important. Just find the people you resonate with, even if you pay a little bit more. So what? You're helping somebody else, and then money's gonna come around. And the last card was think, because when you think about something, it makes you, in a way. So for me, this was a reminder that yes, what we think we manifest, and therefore maybe showing up some of our limits, that we're not just, for me, we're really not what we think only, right? You need to be in your heart, and your heart is so much more that you can think. So, gorgeous souls, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon. Namaste. Bye, Adriana. Thank you for joining.